Another beautiful day in Ontario. Hello everyone, welcome to another Yukon Bob video. Today coming to you from the shores of Lake Ontario. It's not going to be a really long trip distance-wise on the lake today, but it is going to be to an area where there's a beautiful beach, and I'm just going to go hang out at the beach for today because it's a hot day, 28, 29 degrees today, and the water is, as you can see, still. Where am I? I'm in Brighton, Ontario, just before Trenton, off the Trans-Canada Highway, off the 401. And I'm going to unload the Sea-Doo here. It's a pretty good launch. It's a free launch here as well, or there's a donation thing maybe, but not a bad launch. And then we're going to head right out that way onto Lake Ontario, and I'm going to take you to what is a really beautiful and fairly secluded beach. It's not far from Sandbanks Provincial Park, but this particular beach you can only access by water, and it is gorgeous, and there's lots of sand, and it's secluded. You can only get there by water. Pretty smooth out there?
Oh yeah. I just was photographing the geese around the corner.
I'll take a shot of these geese here. Oh, some Canada geese here. Looks like some younger ones from this year's brood. Oh, there's some swans out there too. Okay. So it's a little bit swampy in the launch area here, but it's not too bad. You just sort of stay out in the middle, get past the weeds, and then you're out in open water just over there and you'll be okay. Any fish? No fish. I brought the fishing line along on this trip, but I'm not sure I've got any hooks. There may be one hook on there. I'll have to take a look. I didn't really double check for the hooks and that sort of stuff, but I hope to make a few casts out there because we're not going any great distance today, just out of the dock here at Brighton, then out onto Lake Ontario. Not very far is the beach, so can't wait to show you guys this beach. I think you're really going to like it. All kinds of Canada geese around here in these sloughs, and all kinds of swans as well. It's a great natural habitat for wildlife through here. All right, I know there's one thing I better do right now, and that's get some suntan lotion on because it is fairly bright out here today, and I don't want to get burnt, so I'm going to get some lotion on. Always carry some in the Sea-Doo. See the weeds through here? I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, this bay is fairly shallow. It's not bad actually. There's some on the surface, but once you get out of the bay here, you're okay. You know, just take it slow through here and you'll be fine. So I put the drone in the air and I got some actually what I thought was spectacular footage of Sea-Doo out on the water and going around a lighthouse. The problem was the thing was not recording. I did not get the recording of this, so all I have for you here is how to launch a drone off the Sea-Doo and then how to recover the drone once you bring it back in. That camera recording I got, but none of the footage from the drone. Not sure if you can make it out or not, but that is one section of the beach all the way along there. Then you go around the point and there's about two more sections of big long beach. So back behind here, I think this is what they call Weller's Bay, and I think this is the entrance to actually get into Weller's Bay. You come back in around here and there's a sort of a bay back in behind all these sand dunes or sand beaches. There's a cormorant just dove. Yeah, I think that's Weller's Bay back in there, and you can go back in behind. Maybe we'll do that a little bit later. But right now, I am hungry. I haven't eaten at all today, and I want to go over to the beach area, open up that cooler back there, and have a sandwich. And it's shallow for quite a ways out here, so you can kind of walk out. It's great for swimming in here. Let's have a look here. This looks like a good little spot. Let's see how close I can get in. Looks all, oh, that's it. Okay, so we're a little ways out. That's okay, I can walk in. It's only 5-6 kilometers, something like that, from where you launch from, 7 kilometers, and you're here. So it's an easy trip. The launch is good, the launch is free. And now, it's time to have lunch. Look at this, I brought a lawn chair with me too. I just threw it in the side gunnel there. I'm gonna set that up on the beach. Yeah, we got some sandwiches, a couple of drinks, apple, banana. Beautiful. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need some of these pepperonis, and we're gonna need a drink. There's the whole beach that way. Nobody down that way. There are a couple of boats further down. And there's the beach that way. So I wasn't lying to you. It is fairly secluded out here because you can only get here by boat. And if you go further down, way over that way, that's where the Sandbanks Provincial Park is, and it will be busy down there, I guarantee you. There'll be lots of people down there. But it's like you're on an ocean out here. Just so beautiful. Well, it is the middle of August, so you would expect the water to be warm, and it certainly is. And warm for a ways out here. And as I said before, just because it's so shallow like this for a ways out, it's fantastic for kids here. Actually have to walk a little ways out in order to get enough depth to get into the water. Oh, it does get a little bit cooler as it gets deeper. Oh yeah, not as warm as right in that other little bay. Ooh, yeah, a little shallower here, a little deeper. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Just a great way to cool down. You gotta come here, guys. If you live in the area around here, this is one of those places that, I don't know, a lot of people don't really know about. It's not that far away, and it's not a big water journey by sea-doo by any means or anything like that. But it is a pretty little spot if you want to come just on a hot sunny day when the winds are calm. Just spend some time on the water. This is a great place to come. Okay, well that was really nice, but it is now time to push off from the beach. So this is now just the backside of where I was a few minutes ago out on the sandy beach, and in here it's more grassland and willow and marsh and that sort of stuff, but the water is actually really nice and calm in here, and a little clearer, I think. It's quite pretty in here. So I don't think I'm going to go any further back in here, because I do want to whip over to Trenton and whip over to the canal, the Murray Canal. Just about forgot the name of it there for a minute. The Murray Canal, which is almost sort of back where we started from. I got to go back that way, and then we hit the canal. We'll just take a run up the canal, maybe go as far as Trenton, turn around, come back through the canal. Not a very big one. I don't know if that ever worked or not. Probably not. Pretty. This is sort of the start right up here of the Murray Canal, but lots of weeds right here in the water. And there are a ton. I don't know if you can see all those white things in the water up there, but those are all swans. I've never seen that many swans congregated that close together. All right, that may be close enough, but I would say there's at least 60, 70 swans in here. Weeds are getting very bad. I need to get out of here and get over that way, I think, a little more. All right, what I was afraid was gonna happen has happened. There are some weeds sucked up in here now. As I try to go, this doesn't really want to go, so there's a bunch of weeds sucked up in there. I'm gonna have to get the shore, see if I can reach up in there and get them out. So I may or may not be able to go up the Murray Canal, which is just right up ahead of me there. But I don't have a lot of forward power. I'm not all that far from where I launched, so I'm not worried about that, but it's a matter of being able to try and get those weeds out. A lot of weeds through here, I can just see them everywhere. Thought that might be a problem, and it is. That's what I pulled out from the intake grate. All of this had just got jammed up into the intake grate, so there was no water being sucked up and through. There was no water in the back impeller, but it was all in the intake grate. Whew. Oh, I wasn't expecting that swim. Okay, we are good to go. The weeds are out. If I can just make my way across to the start of the canal, which is right over there, without sucking any more weeds in, I should be okay. I actually had to dive down, get it out a little bit from the beach, the sea-dew, and then dive down underwater to get to the weeds and just sort of swim underneath and grab them. So I'm just gonna kind of idle through here because there's still a lot of weeds. If I can just get to the start of that canal without sucking up some more. I don't know which area is better than another. It all looks pretty bad through here. So this Murray Canal, by the way, is part of the Trent Severn waterway. It is all connected because the Trent Severn waterway starts in Trenton, which is just up there a little ways. So this canal is all sort of part of it. It's the linkage out to Lake Ontario. And then of course the Trent Severn waterway runs all the way from here through some, geez, I can't remember, 30, 40 locks, about that, all the way to Georgian Bay. Lake Simcoe, then through to Georgian Bay. So here's one of the, it's not a lock, because the locks start up into the river in Trenton, but it's a swing bridge. There's a swing bridge at each end. And I think if you're a boat, it costs you about $4 or $5 to have the bridge swung. But if we're a sea-dew, no problemo. We can go right under. Might have to duck our head. Got to get a shot of the bridge for you here in Trenton. It says gateway to the Trent Severn Waterway, Quinte West. my sister got married in this town, in Trenton, Ontario. First time I think I was on the water in Ontario was my brother-in-law's boat out of Trenton here. I think I'll make a U-turn here. Start to make my way back. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Time I get back, it'll be 4:30. Okay, here comes the Hercules aircraft. It's just doing touch and goes off the runway in Trenton. So it just came around and touched down and then took straight off again. Beautiful aircraft, big engines, lots of power, short takeoff and landing. So don't do what I did coming down the Murray Canal. I was kind of racing down here. Apparently it's 10 miles per hour speed limit on the entire Murray Canal, all 8 or 9 kilometers of it. I thought it was just by those bridges that you had to slow down, by the turn bridges. No, it's the whole canal. The guy actually got on the bullhorn on the speaker, was giving me hell, because I kind of cruised underneath the bridge in front of him. Then I started to take off, and he was on the megaphone saying, slow down, 10 miles per hour. And then when I came back this way, he was waiting for me. He came out to have a little chat with me, and I said, well, I thought it was just around these bridges, not the whole thing. That's what everybody says. Could have been a $240 fine, but he said it's a warning. So, okay. 10 miles per hour if you're doing the Murray Canal. Okay, that's the end of it. On the south side. Takes you back out onto Lake Ontario out that way. So where I'm moored and docked is not far from up here. Okay guys, that is going to do it for another Yukon Bob video. Thanks very much for coming along. It was a quick trip today. Just wanted to show you something a little bit different. Not a really long trip, but a place you can get to really quickly to enjoy some really nice beach time. So if you live in this area where I do and there's lots of water around, you just want a place to get to some secluded beach, I would suggest go to Brighton. Go down on Lake Ontario, about 5-6K, and you've got about 2 or 3 beaches out there that are completely secluded and all yours. Really nice. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on the next Yukon Bob video. Oh, just before we go, there's a whole bunch of swans right ahead of me with a bunch of little goslings. I'll see if I can get a shot for you. Mom and a dad and 2 young ones. We'll let that be the ending shot. Thanks for coming along, guys. We'll see you on the next Yukon Bob video.